The fortune is in the follow-up. So why don't you do it? It is a hot topic, and you know what? It's one that scares folks away. People, for some reason, do not want to follow up with their customers. They just expect, oh, I've labeled everything. I wrote her a thank you card. I've told her anytime she needs anything to let me know, she's going to call me. Guess what, honey? They're not. If they do, it's super rare. I will just say that, okay? And I speak from experience. Guys, I've spent 4 years of my business not following up with customers properly or consistently. Sure, I had a little something, but I was only following up with the people that I wanted to, the ones that I had a feeling they were going to respond to me. I had a feeling they were going to reorder from me, so I followed it with them. And then I wrote it down in a notebook, and if they didn't answer me, I would forget about them. I literally still have the same notebook that I followed up with people on, okay? It didn't work. You have to be systematic. You have to be consistent. You've got to find a system that works for you. Let me just say this. There are many ways to follow up, and we're going to talk a little bit about follow-up conversations, okay? I choose to follow up with a system because countless times I have followed up with a customer and they have literally responded back and said, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you. And I'm thinking to myself, and I don't say this, of course, but I'm thinking to myself, no, you weren't. I just have a consistent follow-up system, and I know when customers should be using their Scentsy and need a refill. So they weren't just thinking about me, or I was just thinking about them, or I'm a mind reader. It's that they need new Scentsy. It's been almost 3 months. You need more Scentsy, okay? Another way that people follow up, I know that our superstar director, Shannon Grant, I have picked her brain about her follow-up system. And the thing with me and Shannon is we're very alike. She's one of my coaches. We're very alike, but we're super different. I'm very type A personality. I like systems. I like paper and pen. She's very type B personality, laid back. She has systems, yes, but her systems are quite different than mine. So in the past, I've asked her, how do you follow up with your customers? What's your system? And she's like, my system is serving my customers. And I'm like, what do you mean serving your customers? I serve my customers too. What does that even mean? And she's like, no, I serve my customers. And so that's something that was difficult for her to explain to me exactly what she does to serve her customers. But she knows what she does, and she takes care of her customers, okay? It's customer service, customer care, okay? Now, people don't want to do follow-up because they're afraid of rejection. Does that sound familiar, guys? Because it was familiar for me. I was only following up with people that I knew would respond to me, my family, my friends, my close, bestest friends that were supporting me, which, I have plenty of best friends who've never, ever, ever in almost 8 years supported my business. It is what it is, guys. But I have even more people in my circle, even more friends that I've met through Scentsy due to networking, due to partying, due to follow-ups, due to referrals, due to working my business and being consistent and persistent and persevering through all the no's and through all the rejections. When I get a no, when I get a rejection, I have learned years ago to be like, okay, bye. I'm not going to hang around and try to convince someone that they need to shop for me. They need to spend their money with me. They need to have a party with me. They need to whatever. I'm not gonna say I'm wasting my time, but I'm not gonna hang around. I got more people I gotta talk to. I have a list of 100. If you don't have one of those, you need to get one. I have a list of 100. I have a whole database of customers that I need to touch base with. And you have to understand, guys, that customers can shop from anyone. Why are they gonna shop from you? Over the years, guys, I've had hundreds of customers. I don't have all those customers right now. I've done things very wrong and I've done things very right over the last 8 years. And it is a learning process. And you have to understand that you will have customers that will come and go and come again. It's okay. But you have to take care of your customers. You have to provide them exceptional customer service regardless of whether you think they're going to come back to you or not. If they chose to spend $1 with you, you need to treat that customer like they are your gold star customer. Okay? Why? Because they could have chosen to spend that dollar with another consultant. Why did they choose to spend it with you? And don't say, well, she was just shopping a party or she was just supporting a fundraiser. Who cares? Take care of that customer. She may return back to you. She may not, but she may return to you. She may bring a whole bunch of people to you. She may decide, well, that consultant treated me so well, I'm going to have a party with her one day. And that might not be next week. It might not be next year. It might be years from now. That is a true story. But if you're consistent in your business, you will see growth. So listen, the follow-up is super important. That's where the fortune is. That's where your business grows, is in the follow-up. And so many consultants decide they're afraid to follow up. They don't want to hear the no. They think they're bothering people. Guess what? You are a good consultant. You're a great consultant because you take care of your customers and you make sure that they know that you care about them and the money they spent with you through your follow-up. Guys, your follow-up conversations need to come from you, not me. I'm going to give you some examples of what I say to my customers, but that doesn't mean that you should say that. You have to take an idea and put your spin on it, okay? But I can tell you, if your customers know and feel that you care about them and their satisfaction, that's what's going to keep your customers you. That's what's going to give you repeat customers. That's what's going to make them want to host a party with you. That's going to make them want to join your team, okay? So when you do follow-ups, sure, it's okay to ask about their products. In fact, I encourage you to ask about their products, but very rarely do I ever follow up with my customers and ask them if they'd like to purchase again. Very rare. My follow-up conversations are very simple. Hey, Susie Joe, I'm just checking in on your lunar washer lifts. Lunar washer lifts. I really hope that you've been enjoying them. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Are you enjoying them? Have they been good to you? Something along those lines. The next time I follow up with them, I ask them, or I just say, hey, I'm just checking in again. I hope all is well. I didn't ask them about any product. Just checking in with them. Just putting my face in front of them so that they'll think of me when they need Scentsy. Does that make sense? So sometimes your follow-up, guys, doesn't even have to be about Scentsy at all. You're scrolling social media. I think we're all on social media. You're scrolling social media and you see that she posted a picture of her kids' Halloween costumes. Comment on it. Like it. Love it. Comment on it. Comment. You see that they just got their fall pictures taken for their Christmas cards. Comment on it. You see that they need some prayers. Pray for them. You see that they are asking a question about, I don't know, the best restaurant to eat at tonight. Comment on it. Okay? But more than that, more than just the social media aspect of it, one-on-one communication with your customers is going to get you further in the long run than group communication. Now, I'm not against group communication. So what is group communication? Group communication is posting on social media, in your stories or on your post, even from your personal profile. Group communication is your VIP group that you're posting in there. You're sharing with them the things that are coming out. You're sharing with them, the warmer of the month. You're sharing with them samples. You're sharing with them whatever you've got going on, not personal specials because you still have to do that privately. Group communication is posting on your business page, anything that's going on, right? Group communication is also like an email blast, even though that technically is group, but also individual, because if you do it from your workstation, it blasts it out individually to the people and they can respond back to you and not as a group, right? So group communication still is important, yes. But listen, that's not the be-all end-all of your business. That's just one thing that you can do to help your business. And that to me, group communication is a way for me to try to get more people, outside people, other people to come to me because they're watching. You don't think they're watching? They are. In the last month, I've had 2 people who I used to teach with 9 years ago start ordering from me. I've been a consultant for 8 years. We have literally not talked to each other in 9 years, besides through social media. And now they're customers. Okay? So listen. One-on-one communication is the most important in my eyes, okay? One-on-one communication, whether that's I choose to do text message or email because that goes directly to them. With Facebook, I mean, what are we going to do if Facebook shuts down tomorrow? What are we going to do if TikTok and Instagram shuts down tomorrow and Snapchat shuts down tomorrow? What are we going to do? How are we going to run our business? I'm going to be okay, I hope, unless the internet falls all the way down. But I have my email contact list. I have text messages. I have a personal communication with them. Now, do I get left on red? Do I get ghosted? Do I get no response? All the time. And guess who doesn't let it bother her? Why? Because I have a job to do. I sell a consumable product. I'm a great consultant. I care about my customers' dollars they spend with me. I'm going to check in with them to make sure that they are happy. If they choose not to respond to me, that's fine. I got a job to do. Let me tell you something. Big businesses out there, and even smaller businesses that are working their way up, but big businesses, Walmart does not call me to ask me how I felt about that new astringent I'm using on my face. Target is not going to call me up to ask me how I like that new top I bought. Hobby Lobby is not going to call me up and ask me how I like that new sign I bought for my house decor. Okay? I will tell you this, though. This is a crazy story, but anyway, I buy these razors, shaving razors, online. It is a subscription base, okay? No, it's not that, but I do that, but it's deodorant. So even crazier. I buy my deodorant online, okay? When I buy it online, they send me the coolest emails. As soon as I order the confirmation email, like here's your confirmation information, they make me feel so special. In their email, they're like, Hold the phone. Guess who just purchased her 3-pack of deodorants from us? Katie Johnson did. Congratulations. Everybody stop what you're doing and give Katie a round of applause. Like, they're typing this in their email. And I'm literally reading it like, are there people in a warehouse clapping for me right now? Maybe, maybe not. But this is still pretty awesome. Their verbiage in their email to me to thank me for purchasing from them makes me feel like I'm on cloud 9 and I just bought 3 deodorants from them. Okay, so your words matter. And y'all know I've said this 100 times, I don't think you can thank your customers enough. Thank them and thank them again and thank them one more time. And never underestimate the power of a written thank you card. So let me just walk y'all through really quickly. There are so many videos, countless videos. You can actually go to my YouTube page. You can go to YouTube and type in Scentsy follow-up system. A ton of them are going to come up. The Works Training Center and the Workstation, type in follow-up. Tons come up. Go to our Warm Blessings team page, type in follow-up. Tons come up. Okay, the resources are everywhere. You've just got to decide to use them. We've already talked about that, right? So when someone orders from me, whether it is in person or especially online, I immediately email them and say, thank you so much. Sometimes I even have a generic graphic that's already typed up, a little pretty picture that says, you made my day. And I will literally say that. I have a picture of a sunshine that says, you have brightened my day with your order. Thank you so much. And then I attach that picture to the email and then I say, Susie Joe, I just want to thank you so much for your recent order and supporting my mom, I call it my mama run business from home. It means the world to me. Have a great day. Take care. Have a great day. Whatever. Okay. That's my initial thank you. And that's just a digital thank you. Okay. That's because some days it takes me a little while to get my happy mail out. So I do them a digital thank you. Sometimes it's through email. Sometimes it's through text. Depends on how our relationship is. If it's a new person, I try to email them first. However, when I get there, this order has shipped email to myself and I say, oh, Susie Joe's email or order has shipped. I text her. I go to my workstation. I text her. I say, Susie Joe, this is Katie with Scentsy. I just wanted to let you know your order has shipped. Your tracking information is in your email. Have a great day. Guys, part of follow-up for me is I leave the ball in their court, but I also leave the ball there that they don't have to respond if they don't want to. Because I don't want to make anybody feel bad, and I don't want to set myself up for rejection or feel bad about the rejection. I've detached myself from the response or the lack thereof. It doesn't matter to me. I've done my job. I thanked them digitally, and I let them know that the order shipped, and I'm going to send them some happy mail. If it's a local order, I put together a happy package, and I handwrite a little note. Yes, I have generic thank you cards that are already written up with a picture of my family, and thank you for supporting our family business. But I also have a space up there where I handwrite, thank you so much for your order. I hope you enjoy all your goodies. A little heart sign in my name. Okay. Never underestimate the power of a handwritten card. You can even just simply write, Susie Joe, you are the best. Thank you so much. Love, Katie. That's it. And send that to them. That would mean more to them than you realize. Okay. So make your customers feel special. When you're doing your follow-up, detach yourself from that response, but also make sure that you're following up with them for customer care to see how they love it, to see how they like it. Ask them an open-ended question. Don't ask them a yes or no. Just be like, what are your thoughts on that new scent? How is it treating you? Is it doing right by you? Whatever. List it out specifically. But listen, personal preference, I don't ever ask them for a sale. I just want my customers to know that I care about their satisfaction with their products. And yes, there's a systematic way to do that. There are many different follow-up systems out there. If you're brand new, I choose to use the Sell with Amy app. It is a paid subscription. If you're not ready to invest in that, to me, it is worth its weight in gold. But if you're not ready to invest in that, I want you to start your follow-up system to make sure that you're going to be consistent in it, because that's the biggest part, consistent. You can't follow up with somebody who ordered today and then not follow up with them again for 7 months or until you need to get active or until you need to reach a goal. No. We don't do that. We consistently follow up with them all along the way until they order again. And then when they order again, you start over and follow up with them again. And you continue to follow up with them. Not that you're following up with them every week. You're not following them every month. You're following up with them consistently and periodically. Okay, there are different systems out there. But what I would like for you to start with is taking your order forms or your notebook and writing them down. Who shopped in October? Write everybody down. Then follow up with them maybe 2 weeks after their order. Then maybe a month, then maybe 2 months. You have to find a system. Again, there's so many resources out there on the types of systems, the 222 and the 113. There's so many different resources out there, but you've got to detach yourself from that response and you've got to follow up with everybody. Don't think just because she only shopped one time or she just got one scent circle or 3-pack of scent circles that she doesn't need to shop for me again or she's never going to shop for me again. Don't think like that. Every customer, whether they spent $1 with you or $200 with you, they matter, they're important, and you need to care about them and let them know that you care about them. And you need to do that in your own unique way and use your own wording, okay? But remember, the fortune is in the follow-up, so why aren't you doing it? And if you are doing it and you're not getting the response that you want, think about your words, number one. And number two, I encourage you to be consistent and continue to do it. Because I'm telling you, there are so many consultants out there who don't follow up. Don't be that consultant. Please don't be that consultant. Scentsy consultants care about their customers. And that's what you're going to prove to them through your individual follow-up.